Alright, kind of slow brink. But the nice thing about the brink also is it kind of saves your stamina. You use a lot less stamina when you... Alright, hello everyone. We are back from Walmart, and we have the Beyblade Burst Vertical Drop Battle Set. So, I don't think I can really get this whole thing in the camera, just because it's too close to the ground. But this set looks absolutely amazing. We've got Bushin Ashindra, or Ashra if you like to call Tommy, Hypersphere, Ace Dragon Hypersphere, 2 launchers in this amazing stadium. So let's flip it over. So we have this amazing Hypersphere stadium. The parts for Ashra, I'll just go over the parts later. But for the stats for Ashra, we have 4 for the time on the brink and 2 for the dive. And for Dragon, we have 3 for the brink and 3 for the dive. So this set looks amazing. So let's unbox it. Alright, so let's open this thing up. Okay, so first things first. Oh, that holds it. Okay. Alright, so first thing first, we have an instructions, which we don't really need except for how to assemble the stadium, which that's going to be really important. Alright, let's make sure I get everything out of the box. Second, we have this big empty box, which will, I don't even know. Alright, so seriously, for second, we have the stadium, which looks absolutely amazing. So, you'll put it like this, and then there's all these parts that you attach to stabilize it, which I'm not going to make you sit through that. This stadium looks absolutely amazing. The brink is so nice. I think this is one of the best Hasbro stadiums they come out with. I think Hasbro always comes out with some pretty good stadiums. And then the third thing you have is this, which I'm assuming it holds the Beyblades in it because I can see one in there. So that's a pretty dead giveaway that there is a Beyblade in there. But I'm going to open this up. I'm not going to make you sit through me fidgeting with the tape. So I will show you once I got all the tape off. Alright, so I got off the tape. Now, I just realized now that I should have probably used scissors, but oh well. Alright, so we have this for the stadium. I assume those are parts of the stadium. So this is the first time I've ever seen these. We have 2 Hasbro left and right Hypersphere launchers. So they grip really well. They feel pretty nice. So I think these are going to be 2 very nice launchers. The orange part just feels nice, and the white ripcord, I gotta say, it looks pretty cool because all the ripcords have been black before this, and we do have that cool kind of nice loop. So let's get into the Beyblades. So the first Beyblade we have is Bushin Ashra, or sorry, it's not Ashra, it's a Ashindra, so we have Ashindra, the Bushin, Keep Hypersphere, and then Hurricane. So I'll go over those parts individually later. And then we also have the code right here. I don't know why they didn't put it in the center, but oh well. And then we have Ace Dragon, Sting, and Charge Hypersphere. So these Beyblades look really nice. So once I have the stadium assembled and the Beyblades out of the packaging, I'll do a little review on them. Okay, so for our stadium, we have the Vertical Drop Beystadium, I guess, and it's really nice. So something that you won't be able to tell on camera, this part is actually slightly higher than this part, so they'll generally they won't stick around down here that much, but if they do stand around, it'll be down here. So this area is kind of flat, and this area kind of dips down, and overall the stadium looks so cool. So I guess we'll just have to see the Beyblades when they battle. We have 2 Hypersphere launchers, which I think look really nice, but they feel and work the same about as normal Hasbro launchers. They remind me of the original blue ones, but they grip pretty well. Okay, so for our first Beyblade, we have Ace Dragon, and we have Charge Hypersphere, which looks really nice. Definitely looks really tech-oriented. Doesn't have any metal, but the Beyblades probably do have to be kind of light for Hypersphere to work. So now we have Sting, which I think Sting looks really cool. 3-star, that's pretty nice. Now you can add frames to these. At first I'm like, why didn't they just add a blue frame to this? For Ashra, they could have added like a purple flow or something. I was really mad. Why didn't they do that? So I tried doing this with frames. Sometimes it works really well. Other times it scrapes so badly that you generally will not want to use frames in this. Because we tried expand on an air knight that I got, the Hypersphere air knight, and sometimes I'm just gonna air knight right here. We had expand on it. I'm gonna put expand on it right now. I can't because the tips are too bulky. I've got to take it apart. But oh well. So I put expand on air knight. So I put expand on air knight, and sometimes it worked really well, and like it come up here, and then so I was doing battles, right? Ace Dragon came up, hit expand and burst. So that was really cool. But other times it scrapes so badly trying to come up. It scrapes. So I just recommend generally don't use frames. And I will have an unboxing and review on Air Knight soon. But anyways, let's get back on topic. For our chip, we have Dragon. And there are no layer weights for these, which is fine because they're going to be light, a metal layer weight wouldn't do much. And a plastic one isn't going to do anything. So the Dragon chip looks basically like the normal Dragon. You know what? I'm going to get the blue Dragon chip because that's the one I have. I do not have the white normally Dragon one. So let's ignore the color. So these chips, I think Hasbro did a really good job. There's a little gold here, but not there. Back here, there's no gold. But otherwise, Hasbro did really good. I think the Dragon chip looks really nice. Alright, so if you want to see the slopes, there you go. The slopes on this are pretty good. So let's put it all together. Alright. Oh, Alright, so there's the code right there. So you can scan that into your game. Alright, so let's put this together. Okay, so the slopes are pretty good. It's kind of loose, but then right here, like this whole area, it's actually not that loose. It's like this kind of hump, and it gets really tight right there. So overall, really good slopes. Let's move on to Ashindra. Okay, so for our tip, we have Keep Hypersphere. So more of a defense-oriented tip. Looks really nice. So it is a little weird having it bulky, but looks like it's kind of reminiscent of the old Keep, just no rubber. And but something you want to know, Ashindra, so Hasbro, not Astra, is actually pretty good. It's not like Astra where it was. So we have Hurricane, which looks just like Takara Tomy Hurricane, except no free rotating little disc or ring that. And I told you why we can't do that, because it'd scrape. So I think this looks really nice. For our chip, we have Ashindra, which wait, do I have an Ashindra chip? Let me check. I actually might have an Ashindra chip. I'm sorry. I think I might have another Astra chip. So I will be back when I find that. Okay, so the one on the right is the Takara Tomy Flare Ashura version. So again, ignore the color. I think they got Ashindra and Ashura really spot on. There's no little golden things up there, which I don't get why. And these are not cross-compatible. You cannot put... you can't put a Takara Tomy chip into a Hasbro thing. And you cannot put a Hasbro thing into a Takara Tomy. So just so you know. But overall, Ashindra looks pretty nice. And the slopes are slightly better than Ace Dragon. So we have Bushin and the 10-weight integrated in it. But that doesn't really matter that much. But Bushin, I always thought was a pretty good defense layer base. But its slopes were never that good. But for Hasbro, I think it's going to work out really well. It doesn't have too much recoil because of all the blades, how close they are together. So let's put this together now. And overall, I think they did pretty well. I'm pretty sure for Takara Tomy, there are more gold on it. But I guess that's fine. Okay. So putting this together, the slopes on this are really tight. So... oh, yeah, the slopes on this are very good. Wow. That's really good. So, now just one thing I want to say. I'm going to put the Dragon stock on the Ashindra layer in Bushin. And it's almost... so, here's what I figured out, basically. The chips have almost the exact same slopes. Almost the exact same. But, Keep Hypersphere has a much stronger spring lock. So So yeah, the slopes on them are almost exact same. Ashindra is probably slightly tighter, but yeah, so Keep has a much better spring lock than Charge Hypersphere. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So I'm going to use the Hypersphere launchers for this, and let's do some test spins. So first we have Ashindra. Ooh, let's get that in. Did I put this on right? Yeah. There. Alright. Alright, so you can see how it kind of hangs out on the brink sometimes, and it'll do that a lot more in battles. Sometimes you just need the recoil to get you up there. So Ashindra spins well. Let's try Dragon. Alright, the Dragon's really aggressive. All the way around, that was really good. So let's do some battles with these two, and maybe a different, and we might also throw Air Knight in there, just see how they perform. Okay then. Just get that. Alright, that is a point for Ashindra. It's so weird saying Ashindra instead of Astra. But overall, I think, if you're thinking, should I buy the set or the Beyblade's good? I'll give them a review at the end of the video. But by Hasbro standards, I think both of these Beyblades are good. They're not, like, yeah. Alright, kind of slow brink. But the nice thing about the brink also is it kind of saves your stamina. You use a lot less stamina when you're up on the brink. Alright, I thought that was a draw. I'm sorry I put my arm in the way. But use a lot less stamina when you're up on the brink instead of down on the ground, just jumping around. So these battles are gonna be a lot shorter. You'll probably notice that. But they're gonna be a whole lot more exciting. So overall, I think this is gonna work out. And just because Ashindra's a defense type does not mean it's just gonna kind of chill on the center the whole time. They're still gonna fly around, no matter what type they are. Ace Dragon isn't moving. I would have expected it to maybe burst once by now, but not even moving. That's pretty nice. Alright. That was a point for Ace Dragon, just barely surviving. So now I'm going to do 2 battles with each of them against Hypersphere Air Knight and Air Knight K5. So let's first start with Ashindra. And Air Knight's going to go first for both of them, just because Air Knight is stamina type. So you can tell Air Knight is not passive in any way. It is more passive, I would say, then. Alright. So if you're wondering, you still can get those kind of calm battles. Alright, but something I've been noticing in Hypersphere also, as you probably remember, that sometimes will show like, attack against stamina, stamina is better against defense, and defense is better against attack. Generally, I think that's going to be very true for this. Usually, sometimes attack types can just throw around defense types, and defense types can just demolish stamina types sometimes. But at least for this, I really think type is going to be really important. Alright, really nice break attack. Okay, so Ashura couldn't land many clean hits and just kind of got stuck under Air Knight. That's also why Air Knight's going to be pretty lethal in this, because if it comes under and Air Knight hits it down, that's going to kill any Beyblade. So Ashura's beat Dragon, and Air Knight has beaten Ashura. So let's see if Dragon can beat Air Knight. Alright, so with Dragon, I think I'm going to try maybe slightly angling my launch so I can get some better hits. Let's put these back in. Yeah, these launchers are pretty good. Whoa. Alright. Alright, so this is what I've learned with Dragon. Dragon has a lot of attack potential. If you can destroy your opponents and just deal a lot of damage the first, let's say, 5 seconds, you will definitely win. But if you can't do that, or if they hit you too hard, then you're probably going to lose. So you really got to get that timing right. Alright, see out here? Alright, Dragon got some of those hits in. But see how it missed? It kind of missed those first few hits. So that's probably the thing about Dragon. You gotta hit first. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe, comment on what you thought about this. Personally, for my letter ratings, I'm going to give Ashra an A- because Ashra can really hold its ground, and there's not like any super special gimmicks about it, but it does really well. I'm going to give Dragon a B+, so slightly worse than Ashra, just because Dragon, when you get it right, will beat the Hypersphere base I have. If you get the launch right, it will just destroy anyone. But if you mess up or if it doesn't get those perfect hits, it will probably die of stamina. So, Dragon, Ashra's more like just kind of high, and Dragon's just up and down. Just depends how it performs. So, again, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. Please like. Comment, tell me on what you thought. So that's about it. Hope you have a great day, and that's on the video.